Did you ever visit Stu Hart's dungeon?
No.
Have you ever been to the Hart family home?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of like, I can't remember. I think I've been to, I would think I was at Stu's house one time. I mean, they live in Calgary, Alberta.
Hmm.
And, yeah, I had been to the house. I never worked for Stu,
Right.
and then, and there were all kinds of notorious, stories about what went on in the dungeon. He's like, uh, Stu had his way of finding out if you really wanted to be a wrestler or not.
So you would have gone to the house, but you had already heard the stories about the
Oh
dungeon
yeah, but
first.
I mean, and again, I'm the son of a, I'm the son of a wrestler. I mean, so I never would have been, I never would have been one of his victims anyway.
You think you could have stretched Stu?
Huh?
Do you think you could have stretched Stu if push
Oh
came to
no.
shove?
Oh no. I mean, there's just notorious, like he would be real nice and he'd get these guys and then he'd get them in a hole. He goes, okay, give up, you little bastard, give up. Really, yeah, he discouraged a lot of people, I think, from wanting to be wrestlers too.
I'll bet. Well, you got some old guy down there, pulling your shoulder out of socket practically, and that'll do it. So okay, you would have been at the Hart house, but if Stu would have invited you down to see the dungeon, you would have said, "Ah, no thanks. I think
Well,
I'm good."
not even that. I mean, because by the time I went there, I was already in the business.
Okay, so he would have had no reason to piss with you.
No, no. And my dad, who also was a shooter,
Hmm.
you know, he had been a national amateur wrestling champion in Nebraska, and so Stu had the greatest respect for my dad. I mean, again, like all those old timers, man. Some of them, like, are you just a worker or are you a shooter too? There were too many shooters.
Stu Hart. Not sure how much time you spent around him personally, but what did you think of him as a person?
I didn't know Stu Hart well enough to have an opinion. I just know the stories I heard, and I mean, but I could by by looking and knowing the children that he raised, I would say he was a good man.